Hi, hello. Today's pick a card is going to be about your past life connection with your specific person. We're going to analyze it. I have done this reading quite many times for private, yeah, clients, but never for a collective. So we will see how this is going to work out. I do have some questions. It is that we're going to answer. Basically, I got this reading from a book about different card readings that I bought more than 10 years ago. And it has different questions that we're going to answer card by card by card. So we will see. And I'm going to use the Mutant Tarot. I'm going to show you which decks I'm using while I am preparing the piles. There's only going to be 3 piles today because this is going to be more of an in-depth reading. I have no idea how long it is going to take. And please remember, this channel is not monetized yet, so I am doing this with my free time. Only for yeah, if you want to tip me, you can tip me, but yeah, they're quite they take a lot of time. So today only 3 piles. We're going to use the Whispers of Love deck. That is going to be one of the decks that I'm using. I already showed you the Mutant Tarot. Then we do have these I channeled myself. Then we do have the Zodiac Tarot that I'm going to use. For more information, I'm going to put those here. And the Nature's Whispers. Yeah, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a wonderful day. When I woke up this morning, I saw that my sister-in-law had written to the family chat. Oh, and I'm about to cry again. I'm sorry. I'm just happy that my little nephew came last night to us. So I'm happy new baby is born in the family. And it's, yeah, the 3rd child for my brother and my sister-in-law. I don't know when I'm going to get to see him with we're still in lockdown, but I'm just so happy. So first thing I did, of course, was checking out his horoscope. Analyzing it. So we do have a little Pisces sun, Capricorn moon, and Sagittarius rising. Well, I said today, he was born today, but on Tuesday you're going to see this video, probably on Wednesday. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm surrounded by Capricorn dudes. Like my twin flame is a Capricorn moon. My catalyst twin was a Capricorn moon, and the guy I liked before that was a Capricorn moon as well. And both of my brothers have a Capricorn rising, and one of my best friends is a Capricorn sun, and now we do have another Capricorn moon, and it's perfect for me because I'm an Aqua moon, and Capricorn is the counterpart, of course, for Aquarius, because they're both ruled by Saturn, and so Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, of course. But yeah, Aquarius is the yang part, the masculine part of Saturn, and Capricorn the yin. So Aquarius and Capricorn, they have like this yin yang energy going on. Probably why I attract so strong Capricorn energy in my life. And my best friend is a Sagittarius, and the little one is a Sagittarius rising. And one of my best friends, Sagittarius, and her sister, my other best friend, she is a Pisces moon and Capricorn sun. So my nephew is the opposite. So yeah, we do attract the same energy in our lives, the same stereotypes. And the little one, I do have my twin flame. We both have sun moon. Yeah, we do have sun moon trines, not in synastry, 2 actually. But we both have a moon Pluto trine, so it's like having a Saturn based and Scorpio based moon. And the little one, he actually has a perfect conjunction, exact to the degrees of conjunction, moon and Pluto. So that will be interesting. Well, I can relate a bit having a moon Pluto trine. So yay, new baby. I hope I'm going to get to see him soon. But you probably don't care. You're here for your reading, and we're going to do that. We have 3 piles today, as I said before. We have the one that is matching my pullover, pile number 1. We have the purple one, pile number 2. And the green one is going to be pile number 3. So please pick your pile 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to live shuffle all of the cards today because I want to have the entire decks for each pile for such an important reading, right? So again, 1, 2, 3, pick your pile, and we're going to start with pile number 1. So yeah, uni-person soul connection. What is going on? What has happened in past lives? What are the influences in this life? And we will see. Of course, this is a very intuitive reading, so bear that in mind. And we will see what we've got, right? So spirits, I want pile number 1. Oh. Okay, question number 4 gets 2 cards. I have to remember that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. Those are the tarot cards, and the other ones will be for later. So, okay, let's check your relationship. So, what is I want to hold them in a way that I don't see them. Okay, what's your connection like? Okay, what is about your connection? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. In many decks, the 6 of Pentacles is about harmony, about equal give and take. In this deck, however, it is called growth, German word for growth. And maybe you know the myth, it's baby Zeus that was raised by a goat. So I get very nurturing energy, and with the little river here, I do see emotional but still somewhat stable, like something that can be long lasting when it comes for the first card. Also, it is talking to me about trusting, being able to trust the other person. If you're not there yet, then it is where it can be, right? And this is not just this life or past life, this is like in general, it is based on growth. So you have encountered this person in order to grow, not in a rapid way, but more in a little by little by little, and anchoring this, and also of course as a pentacle card to in a very grow in a very, I don't want to say material way, 3D way, but on earth, growing on earth when it comes to practical things. For some of you, maybe it could be something like working together, having projects, but it is about grounding and growing, and again having some kind of success that is materialized in this earthly realm, not just in the spiritual. Yeah, it's not a very spiritual card, but it's still a very good card. It's a card about balance and grounding stuff. So the first card is already telling me that there is potential. Probably you haven't met this person for the first time. Even if you have, the basic nature of your connection is to grow. So this next card is about you, where you're coming from when it comes to past lives. What's your energy? Oh, another 6, victory. Okay, so again, this is you. So in past lives, you probably have had some problems, of course. We do see the, this is the Medusa in this deck, the Devil card, about conquering the ego, conquering old fears, and learning to trust yourself. It's like the solar plexus chakra is the yellow that I see here, yellow-orange, about manifesting, about trusting yourself, self-esteem, but also again there have been some kind of struggles. 6 of Wands is right after 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a card of struggle, so there has been some kind of victory that has happened. However, with the victory card, you are strong, you are a warrior. Maybe in past lives you literally have been a warrior, and nevertheless, you came here to this earth because you do have the ability to overcome struggles, to be victorious, probably to have challenges too. But the first card, remember, was growth. So you came here to grow, to rise to the challenge, but also to win. So this is you. Very victorious energy, beautiful energy. And again, a number 6, balance. We have 2 number 6s here. So you're a strong one. You, even though you may not always feel like it, but you have great potential to overcome struggles and maybe even fight for others, for weaker ones, fight their struggles. Like, I don't know, maybe you have been through some stuff and you learned your lessons, and now you're helping, guiding others who are going through the same stuff. But again, it's very victorious energy. You have conquered a lot and you have the potential to conquer even more. So where's he coming from, or she, your person? 9, growth. Okay, we do have 2 growth cards. I know it's in German. Both meanings basically mean growth. So your person, it's a 9, and I just saw 1111. 1111 is the number of manifesting. So your person may be a good manifester. But number 9 is the end of your cycle. So maybe your person is an old soul, or they have been through a lot. And yeah, get like old soul. Again, very earthy. And you've had fire with the 6 of Wands. It's fire, it's passion, it's taking on challenges, and your person seems to be a bit more grounded than you are. Of course, it can be vice versa, okay? But it's more like your person. And your person, as that manifestor, and I just feel really drawn to all of this orange here that is connected to the sacral chakra. But I sense growth. So your person has been here many, many times, and they have learned their lessons, and they're here to evolve even more. And since the first card, the 6 of Pentacles, was also called growth, or like blooming up, the first card is like something like blooming up, growing, blooming. Yeah, you're like a team. You're like a team who have been through this together again and again and again and again. I do see evolving. Maybe there has been some even physical diseases that needed to be overcome. With all of the green here, I'm feeling drawn to green's the card of feeling, but also about the heart chakra. Learning to open your heart, learning to grow on an emotional level, to be able to show feelings. With the white horse, maybe your person actually is somewhat connected to the spiritual world, even if they wouldn't put it that way, but maybe they have some good intuition. Also very nurturing, again, feeding a little baby horse. Maybe they have children or really like children. But sitting on a white horse, I get purity, like a good person. I mean, everybody has their struggles, right? But it's like, what their fate is. What is their fate, where they're coming from in past lives. And so I felt like they had overcome some healing. They were a provider in some kind of way, and again we have growth. Okay, now we have 2 cards. Where do you know each other from? What lives? Okay, 8 of Wands and Mother of Wands. Where do you know each other from? What happened? What have you experienced in past lives? Or where do you know each other from? Well, with the 8 of Wands, maybe traveling. Again, this doesn't have to be this life. It could be past lives that you were coming from different cultures and you met all of a sudden, very unexpected. With the Mother of Wands, I get that maybe there has been some differences when it comes to hierarchy or status or something like that. Age maybe even. I get maybe some of you have been introduced to one another. But I'm getting very much that there has been some kind of difference in status. You know, maybe like a rich person and a servant. You see how he's like taking care of her, tendering her. Also, of course, with the Mother of Wands, it could be literally that one of you in a past life has been the parent of another person, or maybe some of you are asking about your real parent. Could be romantic as well, right? But even if you are romantic partners in this life, doesn't have to mean that you have always been romantic partners. But I'm feeling like with the Eight of Wands, again, like sudden development, something shifting rather quickly, meeting all of a sudden, having great influence on the other person, maybe even when it comes to their self-esteem, when it comes to, helping one another. You see, he is falling because he flew too close to the sun and his feathers, like the glue, melted, and his father is coming. Yeah, we have a mother here, and this is his father in the mythology. So rescuing the other person, lifting the other person up, being a savior, taking care of one another. Yeah, and remember the first card with the Six of Pentacles, we were talking about balance. So it may have been that you have been in different roles. Sometimes one of you has saved the other, and then vice versa. Taking care of the other person. Again, I'm getting like tendering, taking care of, and we have two fire cards. It's like passionate, it's somewhat intense. And again, we do have all of the orange and yellow, so we do have the lower chakras. So it could have been very passionate, very intense. But I'm feeling like some kind of shift. It could be also some kind of like, not power struggles, but hierarchy. Again, parent and child. Queen and servant, or it doesn't have to be queen, but rich person and servant. That one of you, I think you were taking turns in past lives, that one of you has always been the one who has been more in charge or more in power, in a power position than the other person. But the one in power also wanted to help, so it has been like a mutual give and take, even though if there has been some kind of power dynamic going on. So what was your in past lives, what was binding you? Oh, yeah, problems. Seven of Cups to me is the depression card, it's the addiction card. And just earlier I was talking about helping one another. You saw Icarus falling. So you have been, yeah, what was your task to finding the end of the tunnel? Remember, you were portrayed as the Six of Wands. Six of Wands implies struggles that are overcome. So you have been through some really, really dark stuff. Could be like anything like mental disease, having experienced similar things, and finding a companion in the other person, and again being the light at the end of the tunnel for the other person. But your encounters in past lives, maybe not all of them were completely easy. Maybe there had been some problems with one another. But when one person really needed the other, then they were there. Yeah, but we had some with the victory card, like overcoming and growing. And what is growth? Souls come here to grow, and we often grow through kind of struggles, through problems. Problems are often a catalyst in order to evolve. So yeah, you've had your share of problems with one another. But what is connecting you today? Yeah, we do have the card that I call the Karma Clearing card. I think it's called Justice. So remember, the first cards we were talking about equal give and take, and I think you were there for one another, helping each other, but also putting each other in some lives through some hardship as a catalyst in order to evolve. And in this life, it is very important to find balance again with justice. And it's very important to understand, for me, karma never indicates that like a punishment. Karma doesn't mean, oh, you did that and now you deserve to be punished in the next life. Karma to me only is some kind of imbalance that could be triggered by trauma or something that happened. And the two of you, you are helping one another, maybe even by being a catalyst to, yeah, heal it, to finding balance within yourself. And remember, we have two growth cards. And growth is not always easy, it's not always harmonious. The card before was a card talking about troubles. Victory, again, implies that there is something that you do, that you are victorious about. So there is justice, karma, clearing of karma, balancing, listening to your intuition. So that is what you're called to do today, to find balance within yourself and then within your person. This is what you mean to your person. Doesn't matter what gender your person is. It's the Father of Pentacles. What you mean to your person is somebody that they can rely on, somebody that they want in their lives for the long term. Again, another Earth card. Somebody who is still taking charge. Maybe there's still some kind of dynamic, like a, doesn't have to be mother-child or father-child literally, but there is some kind, maybe like age difference, or one of you still has more power than the other person in some kind of way. And that there is still like looking up to the other person. I feel like they look up to you as well. They look up to you and they see you as somebody, yeah, they want for the long term. What do they mean for you? We've got a card talking about bravery. So you see, it's another like combat card. He is getting ready in order to get out and fight the dragon. So this person is definitely challenging you, but is by challenging you, helping you, you could say, ascend and in a way and understand more. This is not a card to give up, not at all. It's more about, okay, let's do this. Let's fight for what is important for us. So your person to you means a challenge, but one that you want to take. And also, I'm feeling drawn to the sword he has here. Like the Ace of Swords is talking about some kind of wisdom, gaining knowledge through this person. But again, also overcoming challenges. We do have the Six of Wands. It's the victory. And then with the Seven of Wands, there's like the next challenge waiting. So yeah, maybe not the easiest connection, but you have been helping each other. And it's very important. For the soul, it's different than it is down here. For the soul, it's like, yeah, I need some hardships in order to grow. And the other soul is like, yeah, I love you enough to go down there and give them to you. So it's about growth, again, evolving, finding inner strength. Okay, what do you have to do? And we have the Fool. The Fool is about letting go of control. You see, he's not leading the horse. He's looking at the butterfly transformation, and the horse is just riding, and the Fool knows, okay, I'm going to get to the other side safe. This is about letting go of judgment, letting go of anger. It's the zero, and zero means a new leaf, letting go of everything negative in the past and starting new. And with all of the orange here, again, orange is here like your dominant color. It's manifesting. You can manifest it, but you first need to get into this trusting energy. That is what your task is, your task, your mission in this life, to get into the full state. Okay. So where's your connection heading in this life? Okay. For some of you in this life, again, you can manifest. Nothing is set in stone, and we have all of the orange cards here, so you can manifest. It's just the timeline you're on right now. It feels like it's not going anywhere, even though your person admires you and wants you in their life. We do have the card of inactivity. It's like ways that separate, but again, it doesn't have to be. Once you get into the full energy, you can change it. And there's more cards. Okay, there will be more advice, but just right now, where does your relationship lead? And that is not permanent, but for right now, we do have inactivity. It's like right now, it is more important to get into your own energy and get into your full state. And then, what is the chance of growing? We do have knowledge, it's science, it's the will of the Sphinx, it's about understanding more. This is what is important right now. Again, you came down here to help each other grow, and to evolve and to understand more. So we will see what is the nature power. No, wait, that's the wrong deck. Yeah, that was the one I wanted. What's important for you to consider right now? Which natural forces are working in your connection right now? We have beautiful harvest. We do have peace here with the dove. So it's very important, and transformation with the butterfly. So what is working mostly in this butterfly is, again, learning your lessons, harvesting something. And if you do your work right, manifesting, it could be harvesting this connection if you want this. If not, it's harvesting knowledge. It is growing. We were talking about growth so much and harvest. What happens? First, something has to grow. So nothing is in vain. Even if you have been through hardships with this person, it's not in vain, because you will harvest something. Even if for some of you it just might be understanding, some kind of inner knowledge that you will apply to your next relationship. But it is about finding peace on earth, you know. It's a very grounded connection. It is very, I told you earlier from the beginning, it was not like a high spiritual connection, even though I do see past lives with the growth. But it is about evolving on earth and harvesting that. So what is helping you? What aid do you have from the spiritual world? You get 2 cards, 2 questions. So what is helping you from the spiritual world? Yeah, Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So again, this reminds me, nothing is set in stone. You can take another path. But I'm feeling like, yeah, change, bringing change to the other person. And Spirit is helping you in order to do change. And it's like this symbol is on his heart chakra. About evolving, again, healing. We have all the green here, healing the heart chakra. And trusting yourself, trusting your instinct. And again, growing. Spirit Fox, so what is helping you from the other realm? Again, wisdom. In some decks, it's not swords but feathers, and feathers indicate air. So it's very much about knowledge, about finding some kind of truth within yourself and trusting your intuition. And what power is with you right now? And we do have the Lord. Take charge with authority. This reminds me a lot of the King of Pentacles we had earlier. So again, it's about being a Lord, about finding strength, about taking responsibility, about not being a victim, about taking charge. With taking charge, we had the 7 of Wands. Remember, being bold, telling what the other person what you do want, and claim it. So the next question is, under which star is this connection currently? Like, this is like a German proverb. It's what star is guiding this connection, you could say. Cancer, so it's the moon. Yeah, there is emotion. And again, Cancer connected to the moon. We do have another like maternal energy. The Cancer rules the mother. So for some of you, again, it may literally be a parental person. Yeah, it's about nurturing very much. It is about caring for the other person, and that caring is not going to stop. But also the Cancer is connected to the moon, so do trust your intuition when it comes to this person. We've had that again, trusting your intuition. But I'm saying intuition, not your ego. Maybe your ego is telling you, oh no, this cannot work. Even though we had the inactivity card, if you learn manifesting, you can manifest this person back. Or maybe your intuition is telling you, yeah, that person was important. For some of you, I feel like you're no longer with this person, and maybe you no longer want to be with this person. You just want to understand what happened there. And there has been some kind of nurturing bond. But again, I'm feeling very much like in the role of some kind of hierarchy that has been going on with the Lord as well. Lord is some kind of a hierarchy again, and Cancer is the mother, is nurturing. It's the 4th house, which could also be a bit of the subconscious, it's the opposite of the 10th house, which is the public. It's the private, it's the home. It's maybe for some of you wanting to build a home, and if this is a person you want to build a home with, it is still possible if you do win and fight your battles. So the next question would be, which cosmic power is helping this connection? And I do have 7 cards here that I did make for another reading. The reading was called, I think something like, what is my primary spirit guide? Could be angels, ancestors, whatever it is. So I'm going to show you. You please pick your pile. It's going to be 7, because this is going to be different for everybody, okay? I don't want to just pick 1 or 2 for each pile. That's not enough for me. I want that to be more individual. So, okay. What kind of spirits is helping you with this connection? Please pick your pile, 1 to 7. Okay? If you pick number 1, we do have Ascended Masters are helping you with this connection. So you are connected to Ascended Masters. Number 2 would be totems or power animals. So you have that kind of energy that is working with you in this connection. We do have ancestors and these loved ones that are working on this connection with you. We have ancient gods, maybe like Greek gods, whatever, Egyptian gods. Then we do have extraterrestrials, could be like starseeds, wise ones, also starseeds, like extraterrestrials, whatever you resonate with. With you, we do have angels. Angels are guiding and protecting this connection, or also like leading you through your hardships. And we do have elementals, nature spirits, devas. They could be like connected to the elements, but also something like fairies, dragons would be in here, trolls, whatever it is, mermaids, whatever you resonate with. So you have those kind of spirits working on your connection with you. So that is who's basically has an eye on you. And then what is helping and healing this connection? We do have 2 cards for that. What is helping and healing you if you choose to have this connection? We do have back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Yes, I get that a lot, actually. And you see there is like a new path opening, and it's number 3. It is growth. So you can heal this connection and bring peace. We have more turtle doves if you do the evaluation. And then what is helping you to progress this, and we do have forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. And we do have the karma clearing card that can talk about forgiveness. Okay. We do have the hardships here with this card, and then there is something that needs to be healed. So overall, this doesn't seem to be the easiest connection, but it is about growth, and growth is not always easy. So it is important to find some inner balance, and this person is teaching you to find inner balance, and that does not always have to be easy, because we don't find inner balance if somebody is just being at peace with us, but those who trigger us in order to evolve. But remember, Your strength is victory. So you can be victorious if you do your work. And I just noticed we have 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6, 7, 8. So again, there is progress going on in this connection. You only have one major arcana card, right? Yeah. No, 2. You got the Fool and Justice. So again, this connection to me doesn't seem like the strongest spiritual connection, but there is past life. I mean, we do have different kind of soulmates, right? But there is a past connection because again, you met each other in order to grow and to evolve. Unfortunately, through some kind of hardship, in order to find inner balance. That is what you, the two of you, came down here to do. To find inner balance through the other person by being triggered. So again, forgiveness. Oh, I just actually wanted to find the forgiveness love, and I just turned it around because I thought this is what I would see, but what I saw was new love. So for some of you, you will actually attract a new love. You will get a new opportunity once you understood, once you have forgiven, and you have done the work to reevaluate, and then you can attract a new love that can be grounded. Even though, again, we did have the Father of Pentacles, so your person actually cares and would like to have you in their life, and they kind of look up to you. And I'm saying it again and again and again, you can still have this once you do your manifestation work. For those of you who are like, no, too much stuff has happened, you will attract a new love. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry it wasn't more positive, but we can only take the message Spirit gives us, and those are important too, right? Sometimes it's just important to know that, growth. It's about growth, about overcoming obstacles. But you can do it, okay? I hope this helped you. Bye. Okay, let's go to number 2. I hope yours is going to be more positive than number 1, but we will see. I just split and I saw the High Priest. And this could be an indication of a higher soul connection. Doesn't have to be. We gotta see the rest of the cards. But at least that to me implies that there is something that is being somewhat guided. I didn't count. I need to count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I do have questions here. They're from a book with different reading systems, and we're going to go through each question. So, your relationship. Oh my. Okay. Let me just see what this is heading. Okay. Yeah. So, this is your relationship, okay? And you can already tell, not the most cheerful card. It's talking about being scared of having missed opportunities. And if you do learn about manifesting, you can create new opportunities once you change your way of thinking. But right now, it feels like you've been hurt, you feel betrayed, or the other person does. It's like there has been this beautiful forest and somebody took this axe here and just chopped everything down, and now there's this self-made desert. It's blood, it feels like betrayal, it feels like being scared of having missed an opportunity with this person, and that you were hoping that something would grow, and right now there is nothing growing, and maybe this person even hurt your self-esteem a lot, so that would be important to work on that, because we can only attract what we send out. Very important. So somebody who's not in their self-love cannot attract a person who's mirroring big love to them. They can only attract somebody who's mirroring a lack of love to them. So everything, please, everything take with a grain of salt, because nothing is set in stone. But right now it feels like, having missed opportunities, negative thinking, clouded thinking, being maybe scared it won't work. And it's somewhat like right now the energy is not blooming. Right now we will see more, okay? Where are you coming from? This is your fate, your past life energy. And we do have the Son of Wands. So it's very competitive. Maybe you did have to fight for everything. You know, some people, they're born lucky and they just get everything they want, and others feel like they always have to fight. If you do have that belief, and I just realized that about myself, if you do have that belief, it would be a good thing for you to let go of that, because as long as you have the belief that you have to fight for everything, Spirit will confirm that to you, and you will in the future always have to fight for everything. So it is a bit combative, but also it's called Achilles, the one who won. So you can have victory. Okay, so this card is talking me that in past lives, that between this connection, of course, there has been hardships before, there has been fighting, there has been maybe not just fighting between the two of you, but also maybe fighting like outer forces that were in the way, but struggles. It's talking about struggles and war. So not yeah, I'm sensing somebody who feels like, okay, I never like get a break, and it's just like one thing after the next. And if that is you, please, please, please learn about manifesting, please. There's so many nice channels on YouTube about Neville Goddard's teaching. But yeah, it's competitive. It's like I always have to fight. So, but your partner, where they're coming from? Okay, this card is work. It's making progress little by little, working on themselves. So your person came here in order to develop on the earthly realm, because it's a pentacle card, and they're willing to put a lot of hard work into it, basically. If they see that something is worth it, or they can do it. But I feel like sometimes they even feel forced, because Sisyphus was forced to roll up that stone. But what I don't like about this card is, I mean, the stone always rolls back down. And I don't get that from this card. I'm feeling like you get rewarded once you did it. You work and then you get your reward. But yeah, this person is probably somebody who always felt like I always had to struggle in order to get somewhere. So maybe you're mirroring your energies there. How do you know each other? We do have change. So you have met often in times where you were undergoing some time of change, or your life changed dramatically once the other person entered your life. I do see the moon up here. The moon, it's like reminding me of the High Priestess, about something that is kind of being guided. So you didn't meet by chance. You met each other to trigger some kind of change in one another. So what happened to you in a past life? Oh, the Devil card. What was your task? Overcoming ego, overcoming hardships again. Could indicate fighting, manipulation. Yeah, things like that. So in past lives, again, there had been some more hardships between the two of you, and I'm sorry if I do have to say that. I wish I would have picked only the most beautiful cards, but if those are the cards that Spirit gave me and you clicked on this pile, then probably because it is important for you to understand something in order to change it, because we can't make shifts once we understand. And it's important not to get into old patterns of, again, trying to manipulate, control the other person, or being in a situation where we let the other person control us, or being negative. So yeah, in past lives, again, it's like, of course, the Devil card can also talk about obsession, intense sexuality. Could be a very sexual connection. But it's more like the lower frequencies when it comes to the Devil card. So, but what is your bond today? Ooh, your bond today. What is your task today? Accepting. First of all, with the Devil, you had manipulation. And this is getting out of victim mentality. So this seems to be a bit topic not fighting, not letting go of that mindset. I always have to fight for everything, because again, as long as you do have that mindset, spirit will have to confirm you. Work on your inner belief systems, please. Okay? Because what is right now your task? To accept that you cannot actively change the other person. You can change the other person, but only by changing your frequency, and then the other person either has to leave your life in peace, and you can draw in somebody else you like even more, or that person has to change as well. And remember, we had the card of change earlier, so there is potential to change, but one of you has to go forward and start within themselves. So right now, if you are maybe like in a situation where you're chasing that person or trying to manipulate them or playing some kind of games in order to attach them to you, it won't work. That is not the right tactic. Change your tactic. So what do you mean to them? Again, it's a kind of change. This, I don't know the English word for that, but it means like, yeah, I don't know. It's like transition. It's transition. You leave something behind and you go to a new side. And your person is right in the middle of this transition. And with the Four of Cups, a water card, it's a very emotional transition. So your person does have feelings for you. They do have emotions. With the Four of Cups, it's an emotional card, but it's still like there needs to be some change that is not completed yet. What do they mean? What do they mean to you? I'm sorry. it's the card of rejection. What do they mean to you? That doesn't mean that they reject you, but they mean to you that you feel rejected by them. It's that you don't feel accepted for the way you are. But again, once you change that mindset, life is hard and everything is a struggle, you have to change the outcome. It just right now, what does this person mean to you? Yeah, maybe you, with the yellow again, the solar plexus chakra is the chakra of self-worth. Maybe you feel unworthy, or you feel like they give you the indication that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough in some kind of way. So what do they mean to you, that you feel somewhat abandoned or rejected? What needs to be worked on? Well, this is good. Well, if you're this person, not if you're that person. What needs to be worked on? If you're this person, stop holding on. Let your person go and take care of yourself. Letting your person go does not mean that they won't come back necessarily, okay? But it's like, what do you need to work on? Not holding on to something that's no longer good for you. If you're this person, it means trust yourself that your person doesn't want to let you go either. It's just not the right time, because you are still in this transitioning phase. So where will this connection lead you? Father of Swords, some kind of knowledge, communication. Unfortunately, it's not the very most loving card. It's not a card that's, it's Swords. Swords is more like about understanding, communication, talking, understanding what do I really want. Do I want to stick with this or not? And then what is the chance of growth? Daughter of Swords. Right now you see like the shield, being shielded, being not wanting to let the other person close. It's about being competitive, not competitive, like being in a fighting mood. I saw that passion earlier in the Devil card, that there may be some kind of toxic traits in this relationship. And so where it should lead is like taking a step back and healing what needs to be healed for now. So this is the potential for growth. Right now is the best potential for it to grow. And again, there's more cards. Okay, we do have more cards. But right now, the best potential for growth is taking a step back, evaluating yourself, looking at your old wounds and healing. That's the best you can do right now in this connection. But we'll see, what is the nature element that is with you right now? What is the message from that? What's the elements right now? Vulnerability. Okay, the element, I do see lots of water. So again, emotions. Yeah, you feel very vulnerable with this person, and that is okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. I'm feeling drawn to the candles that were lit here. So there's still a spark. Maybe for some of you, spark of hope with this person or with another person. 34. 3 is the number of growth, and 4 is stability. So you're growing to find stability, and it adds up to number 7, which is the card of spirituality. But right now I'm feeling like there needs to be a pause, resting, healing, and not oppressing your fears, not oppressing your emotions, but also not being in a competitive, again I'm saying competitive, it's not a game. Not being in a mode that you want to fight the other person. Yeah, it's healing that needs to be done right now. And again, it's which element? It's water. So the spiritual world, what aid are they sending you? Drum, dream and journey. Okay, drum, what aid do you get? Well, journey means spirit is by your side. They know that this is a journey. They know it's not easy for you. But with the drum, I'm feeling like you're like a marching band. There's like this rhythm. They're giving you like a rhythm in order to go on. They're cheering you on. They're pushing you maybe even a bit. But I want another clarifier. Magic guardian, unlock the magic within. Yeah, so it's important for you to learn something through this connection, and learning that you are valuable, that you do deserve to be loved, and that you find your inner power, but not use that power in like, I want to fight, because who are people who fight and pick up fights? People who fight are usually not strong people. They're weak people. People who think the only thing I can do to be heard is to get loud. That's not inner strength. Those people who say, yeah, I'm so strong because I pick every fight. No, it's not true strength. Inner calmness is strength. So you will find your inner strength with this. And what power is with your connection? We do have the stack, trust and thrive. I'm feeling drawn to all of the green, heart chakra, healing. So again, it is trust the divine, that this person was sent to you for a reason, in order to thrive, in order to grow. I'm just noticing that the Six of Pentacles in this deck, thrive might be the right word. I just always translate it as growth, and then there's another card that is called growth, so strive. Yeah, it's trusting, because with the antlers you do have antennas when it comes to connecting to spirit. So trust them, but get out of this. I'm sorry for being so harsh, but get out of victim mentality. Very important, because as long as you vibrate in the energy like I am a victim, spirit will have to confirm that, and spirit can only give you what you send out. So don't see yourself as a victim. The longer you see yourself as a victim, the longer you unfortunately will have to stay a victim. Sorry. Oh no, I just dropped water. Okay, it's just water, so that's fine. What's star? This is like a German proverb. Under which star is our connection? And we have the moon. Oh, the first pile had Cancer. Okay, so there is emotions. It is your job to learn to trust your intuition, and also about healing your emotions. And the moon, what I get right now, it's the moon is, it's called waxing and waning, right? So the moon is not always a full moon. There is shifts, there is cycles that you need to break. And 14 is a number 5. 5 is a number of change. So what is in this connection important is breaking cycles and healing and changing. So the next card, oh look, Uranus wanted to show up. Uranus is a breakthrough. Uranus is sudden change. It's knowledge. Even with the watch here, it may take some time, but then it will come all of a sudden. You will have your breakthrough. Okay, the next question is what spirits, which spirit is helping you in this connection? So we do have, I made these for another pile, for another reading that was called What Spirit is on My Side Right Now? What is my primary spirit guide? Please take out the reading. Unfortunately, don't remember the numbers, okay? You know what? I'm just going to not put them in the right order so that you can watch that video. Okay, we do have number 6 first. Then we have number 3 and 4 and 2 and 1 and 5 and 7. Please pick one and we will see what is your primary spirit guide of this connection, of this specific connection. Okay, we do have angels. So your primary spirit guides are angels that are helping you through this. Then we do have ancestors and deceased loved ones if you picked number 3. So your ancestors have your back. If you picked number 4, ancient gods. So maybe you do resonate with maybe like Greek gods, Roman gods, any kind, like Aztec gods, Egyptian gods. If you choose number 2, it is totems and power animals that do have your back. So maybe you want to learn more about power animals and totems. We do have ascended masters are with you in this connection, guiding you. We do have extraterrestrials, so maybe you are a starseed or resonate with starseeds. And we do have the elementals that could be like fairies, dragons, gnomes, whatever it is, mermaids, those kind of spirits. Okay, and then what is helping you and healing this connection right now? I think this is one of the most important questions in this reading. So, okay, what is helping you heal? Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Yes, perfect. You know, like I saw all of this fire, like wanting to fight, wanting to combat, thinking like I always have to fight for everything. The devil card, they can talk about manipulation and stuff. Like attracts like. If you want to attract a loving relationship, you have to resonate with that energy first. Which means, again, once you change, either your person has to change or they're getting taken away from you without pain. You just stop feeling the connection, and then you will get another person that is vibrating with you, because if you are in high vibration, you can only attract a high vibrational partner. So what is helping you? Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Absolutely. Look, with the swan on her head, I feel like you can draw in a very high soul connection once you have undergone this transition, this transformation. I feel like spirits may send you some songs. Maybe sometimes you hear a song, or you just have a song popping up in your head, and you know it has a story, like a message for you. That is true. But again, be authentic, and like attracts like. So become more who you are. Leave that this competitive energy behind. And again, like the devil card, wanting to maybe like manipulate or having control. And I'm not saying this because I'm pointing my finger at you. I get it. If you maybe have been in a situationship, or maybe in your childhood, where you felt a lack of control, it is absolutely natural that if you overcome something like this, that you feel like the need to control things. It's just psychology, so it doesn't make you a bad person at all. It's not making you a devil, okay? The devil is not, please don't take it literally, it's just figuratively. So I'm not pointing my fingers at all. I used to be a bit like this as well. Like, I know in friendships, I was always the one, like, I've always been a leader. It's just my nature. And I've always, like, had to be the one who decides what do we do, where do we go. And if I remember my best friend back then in my early 20s, she was not going along. She usually was, but then I was like, oh my god, I felt betrayed back then. And I see this pattern now, so I'm just trying to tell you I can relate. If you have been through some situation where you had no control, of course you think like, oh no, this is not going to happen again. And it's just like, you know, I do have my pendulum here. No, if okay, trying to put like this. It's like if you have been here and then you don't get into the center, right? You get from here to the other side, and then you're here. So that is absolutely okay. It's just not okay to stay there. If you have been the one who has been controlled, it's not okay to be the controller. It's important to get into the center, okay? But that you have moved from one side to the other one, it's perfectly normal. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just something that needs to be overcome because you are lovable. And again, if you always think like, oh, life is hard and every person I attract, they're just jerks, unfortunately, spirit has to confirm you. So if you want to attract a high vibrational partner or friends, you need to step into that energy, okay? So be authentic. Yeah, as I said before, and again, I'm not trying to be mean or calling you out. I'm really, really not. But as I said before, people, we do have this misconcept of those who yell the loudest are the strongest, which is not true. Those who yell the loudest usually need attention most because their self-worth is connected to that. Those who tell themselves, yeah, I'm so strong because I hit whomever I like, that's not strength. It's not. Fighting is not strength. Sorry, that was just my cat who dropped something. Fighting is not strength. Of course, it is strength to sometimes you have to be a bit louder in order to draw a line. Yeah, sometimes that may be important, but most of the time, fighting is a sign of weakness. And just imagine, I know I'm exaggerating, but just imagine like a Buddhist monk who's coming out of the monastery after 20 years. Do you think that person would get into a fight, or if somebody challenged him, they would accept? No. Because they're weak? No. Because they're strong enough to know that you don't have to do that in order to be someone. So this is unfortunately a lot of the dynamic I do see in here. Like both of you, I don't see one person and the other one is a victim. I don't see it like this. I feel like you attracted somebody, like both of you have been through some stuff, and you attracted the other person. This is the change card, Two of Pentacles, change, in order to change, in order to leave old patterns behind, and one maybe very well victim mentality. And I'm not saying that you haven't been through negative stuff, and I'm not saying it doesn't hurt, and I'm not saying that you cannot say, I've been hurt. Absolutely, if you have been hurt, you've been hurt, and I'm sorry if that happens to you. It just, I know from experience, the longer or the tighter you hold on to that pain, you will not get to the light. And I learned myself that forgiveness means releasing yourself from negative stuff. Because when you think of a person and you get mad, you get angry, then you are the one who's feeling bad, and the other person doesn't even know, maybe, unless you tell them. So you suffer twice. You suffer because you've been hurt, and then you suffer because every time you think of it, it hurts again. And I always thought somebody who hurt me is not worth me feeling bad. They don't deserve that. They don't get that. They don't get to have that power over me that when I think of them, I feel bad. I don't want that, because then they've won. And I'm not a victim, and I'm not a loser. So I get up, and forgiving does not mean to welcome somebody back into your life if they hurt you. Absolutely not. Does not mean that. Forgiving is just, I've made my peace with it, and maybe you can come back into my life. I will let my gut decide then, my gut feeling, or not. But still, I want to think about you without having grudges, without feeling bad. If I feel neutral, that's fine. Doesn't have to be love. Neutral is fine. So again, I can absolutely relate. I'm not teaching anything that I don't know, or that I haven't experienced myself, or that I'm not... Yeah, the best teachers are the ones who know what they're talking about, right? So again, I'm not trying to tear you down. I want to do the opposite. I want to build you up, because we do have the ability to overcome stuff and then draw in true love. And again, I know what I'm talking about, okay? Look, we got number 2. Number 2 is the number of love. So yeah, there is potential for that. Maybe another person, maybe this person, I don't know. Yeah, like number 1, when I turn it around, we do have new love. So if you say this person is your true love, okay, just change. Like attracts like, and then your person has to change. They cannot stay in your life if they don't change. So they have to change. If you want them to change, you can manifest them changing by changing yourself. For the others of you, please don't be stuck in a relationship because you think you won't get better, because that is not true. You will get so much better. See the shooting star she's catching? Your wish by the universe will be granted if you do that. Be authentic to yourself and let go of that thinking like I always have to fight. Okay? Even though this was not the most positive reading, I'm sorry. I hope it still helped you in a way, okay? Because sometimes hearing a harsh truth that is waking you up can be so much more valuable than hearing a sweet lie. Okay, so pile number 2. If this helped you, again, please like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, leave a comment. You can book a personal reading with me if you want some coaching or a reading to analyze your relationship more. I can do that. And if you don't want that, that is okay. I just wish you the best anyway, okay? Pile number 2 is bye-bye. Okay, pile number 3. So I hope you get a nice reading. Pile 1 was rough and pile 2 was even rougher. I was hoping to get like high level soul connections, all 3 readings, but they were like more of those karmic types. But okay, spirits, please give me beautiful cards for beautiful pile number 3. What is their person's their person's connection like? Nope. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we get 2 8 cards? Or which one is it? Okay. You get 2 8 cards. Okay, pile 1 had also 2 cards and 1 question. Let me just see. I just want to get a good. Okay. Okay, let's do pile number 3. Okay. So this reading, I do have a book where I learned this reading from, and there's questions that we're going to answer with those cards. And the first one is about your relationship. What's the nature of your relationship? And very beautiful card. We do have rebirth. And I think your pile is the one with the most major arcana cards, so probably the strongest connection of all of those 3. Okay, so yeah, it's rebirth. So you do know each other, definitely, and it's about having new beginnings. It's about also leaving the old past behind and starting new, being refreshed, having new beginnings, having new hope, having some cycles that you do break and begin new. Where are you coming from? Okay, you do have the Son of Swords. So you are a very mental person. You are somebody who always has to understand everything, and you always have to know everything. You maybe think too much, you make plans. Very cerebral person. Yeah, even like in past lives, you're a thinker. But also this is Hermes, I guess, and these snakes here. It's a symbol of higher soul connections. He has the the swords, Ace of Swords in his head. So it's about you wanted to gain knowledge, you wanted to learn. Very much somebody who wants to learn and evolve again. So where's your partner coming from? What is his or her energy? 7 of Wands. Somebody who's brave, somebody who's maybe a bit adventurous, somebody who also likes to learn new things, and somebody who likes to challenge themselves. Maybe somebody who sometimes gets into arguments a bit too often because they do like to challenge themselves. But this card is talking about bravery. So your person is somebody who can overcome stuff, somebody who dares to face stuff. How do you know each other? This is interesting. How do you know each other? For some of you, maybe you're asking about a future person that you don't know already. Or even though we had the rebirth, maybe there's like different energies. Some of you have had lives with this person, and some of you, maybe you will meet for the first time in this life, because where do you know each other? And it's inactivity. It's like nothing has happened. Nothing is happening. So yeah, I get for some of you, maybe you don't know your person yet, or it's a fresh person that you haven't had too many lives. Others, since we did have the rebirth cards, kind of new. Yeah, but a rebirth is a new beginning. So it can be that you are reborn together in this life, or it's a kind of new beginning, which also means that you are maybe fresh souls on this earth. You haven't been here for too many times, or yeah, you're meeting each other for the first time in this life. Okay, interesting. So we will see, because the next question is what's happened in a past life with you. Of course, I mean, we do have a card here, so we will see. Okay. This to me is the Karma Clearing card. Oh, okay. So for some of you, okay. So again, for some of you, it makes sense now that you have had some karma that you've already cleared in a past life, and that is why the nothing, because you're starting new, you're starting fresh. Whatever has happened before has been left in the past. Because again, this is what connected you in a past life, and this is justice. It's about bringing some inner balance. Yeah, I feel like you've had already cleared some stuff. Or I get another scenario. You have been with this person multiple lives, but they're a while ago, because we don't always meet the same person in every life. So it has been maybe a while. And yeah, there was something that needed to be healed, something that needed to be cleared. Also, of course, we can take this literally, but bounded you in a past life. Justice could be like working in a legal system, something like that. Or that you maybe have been married and or divorced. But it's more about finding inner balance. So what is your task today in this life? Overcoming problems. Overcoming problems. The Seven of Cups. You see the sirens, they used to pull. In the mythology, they used to pull people under the water. So there is some kind of problem. So maybe you've met, and I just saw 1555, so 555 changes on my watch. So maybe you've met to overcome, or maybe even helping overcoming some burdens and finding the light at the end of the tunnel. But this card can talk about some kind of addictions or depression. So that is something. What is your task is to overcome this. And what is binding you, maybe that you have made the same experience when it comes to maybe some mental health or some darker topics. What do you mean to your person? No, wait, sorry, it's this one. Oh, lost, they miss you. Maybe you're not in contact right now, or there's some kind of sadness going on. But also I'm feeling drawn to the butterfly transformation, and the snake can talk about healing. So I think this person is upset about this connection right now. They feel you like somebody who's not really there. Or maybe it's vice versa, that they're a bit overwhelmed by their own feelings. Yeah, but there's sadness. What do they mean to you? And here we have growth. I kind of don't get what I did here. This word, okay. So we do have growth, which is amazing. So you do evolve through this person. Growth, of course, doesn't always have to mean that everything is happy and easy. Quite often we do evolve through hardships. But your person means to you that you are developing with that person. I'm feeling all of the green. Maybe there's overcoming some hardships, overcoming some hard pain. Maybe you learned manifesting, or I get that with the sacral chakra. There may be a sexual connection for some of you. Maybe you connected to spirit because of this connection, because you wanted to understand more. But it's growth. What you learn through this partner is growth. And oh yeah, I remember number 8 had 2 cards. So growth and victory. Okay. Yeah, that goes together quite well. What do they mean to you? Victory, overcoming the own ego, overcoming hardship. Maybe they were the ones who gave you some kind of hardship, but it is overcoming it. So what do you need to develop? Trusting. With the Ace of Pentacles, trusting that it is growing and that it can be grounded. And that maybe it does take some time, and then we do have the heart here. So this is something that can evolve if you just let it grow, give it its time. So where's your connection heading? Four of Pentacles, which is quite nice, because the Four of Pentacles to me is talking about commitment. It's a force, it's stability, and this, it means like dancing, something that's getting denser. And in my other deck we do have a castle from above. That means everything in its walls is secure. I think it's about taking care of one another. We do have that here, like how he's washing her feet and he's gifting her a necklace. it's not a sword, but I get like the Ace of Swords, communication, finding more truth. But yeah, this to me is a card that can talk about a long-lasting relationship. But right now, what needs to be done is overcoming the ego. And you see it's the Medusa. And in victory, we do have the Medusa head here. So that is what needs to be done. It's overcoming old fears, old habits, maybe controlling the other person, being stuck in fear. So this connection, out of the 3 piles, this is the one that really has potential, most potential, to ground this and to live it. With, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is amazing. We do have victory. We have amazing cards. I mean, the Devil card is not the best card, and we just have the, I call it depression cards. So there is some kind of hardship that needs to be overcome, that can be overcome, and but that is what needs to be developed first. Overcoming the ego, overcoming old patterns and fears. So what nature power is with your connection right now? No. I just saw hope and happiness. So there is hope. It's not the cards that I drew, but it just wanted to show up. You got potential gateway. Amazing. So yeah, this is definitely the most positive pile. Number 55 is change. And there is a gateway that you can't take. But a potential gateway, which means you have to take it. You have to ground it. You have the ability to do ground this connection, but by listening to your heart and not by listening to the old fears, and by having the universe guide you, trusting. So this is very nice. What is coming to aid from the spiritual world for this connection? The warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, the ability to actually go the extra mile, do what needs to be done in order to get there, to find that inner strength, not to give up, to find that inner strength, like the victory card, to conquer that devil. And the devil, again, is only on the inside. It's old fears, it's ourselves, it's the monkey mind that is telling you, no, you can't do it, you can't do it, and overcoming that. And so Spirit is helping you by giving you the strength. And also what power is guiding you, we do have the elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So there's something that needs to be healed when it comes maybe to childhood issues and family issues. But also elder means like being wise. So maybe we will see with these cards, maybe for some of you it's really your ancestors who are guiding this connection. So now, under which star, it's a German proverb, is this connection? What is this connection? We do have this card. Mars. Again, warrior. We do have warrior and we have Mars. Mars is talking about sexuality, of course. And look, we got Aries when I turn it around. Mars and Aries, of course, belong together because Mars is ruling Aries and co-ruling Scorpio together with Pluto. So maybe you do have an intense sexual connection. That is what the Devil card can only talk about. Where's the Devil? There she is. So there is maybe some strong sexual energy, but also it's about having the strength, but at the same time, make sure that you don't get into fights, that you don't try to oppress the other person, because that is something that the Devil card can also be, trying to have power over the other person or control. And it's about letting go of control. Very important. So yeah, we do have Mars having the strength. Be fearless. Stand strong and just go ahead. Don't give up on this connection, because there is this potential gateway. So again, for this deck, for this pick a card, you do have the pile that has the most chance to actually make it. The other ones, it looks more like there has to be a lesson learned. And of course, I believe in manifesting, meaning pile 1 and 2 are also able to turn things around if they do the work, of course. But I feel like you are the ones who actually get to do it. Okay, those cards I did do for another reading called What is My Primary Spirit Guide? Please check it out. And I just shuffle them because I don't want you to remember all of the numbers, because I don't want you to fool yourself in that reading. So please pick any number, okay? Number 3, number 7, 5, 4, 6, 2, and 1. And we will see what is the primary spirit guide for this connection. Who has your back when it comes to this connection, okay? Please pick either one. And we will start with ancestors. Yeah, we did have the ancestors mentioned here. So your ancestors are guiding you through this connection. They want you to have your happy ending. And again, there may be some ancestral wounds that you are called to heal. It's from me and my twin flame. His mom is one of our main spirit guides, for sure. Okay. Elementals, nature spirits and devas. That could be like dragons, fairies, fays. Fairies and fays are the same, right? Fairies, mermaids, whatever it is, you know, like the elementals. You've got extraterrestrials, so maybe you resonate with star seeds. So you got those guys and girls helping you in your connection. You've got ancient gods. Could be anything. Could be like Aztec gods, ancient Greek, ancient Roman, ancient Egyptian, ancient wherever, Maori gods, whatever you believe in. So you got ancient gods by your side. You've got angels. If you choose this number. If you choose this number, you have totems and power animals that are guiding you, so maybe you want to learn more about that. And you have ascended masters guiding your connection. So, and last but not least, what is helping and healing this connection? And what is helping you to develop? Focus on love just showed up. What is helping and healing your connection? And what is helping you to develop? Helping you and healing is I love you. These are very important words. Well, I would say to understand that there is, in fact, love here. And maybe by expressing it. And what is also helping you to evolve this connection is ask for help. What is it really you need help with? Be willing to allow yourself to support your needs. Okay, I get two things. One is maybe literally ask for coaching. You can book with me or any other coach you would like, but get help to evolve. And the other thing is something that is a bit more psychological. If you are a woman, man needs to be needed. They don't need a completely needy person. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, they don't want to be smothered like, oh my god, you're the only one in the world who can help me. But you know, those little things, not expecting them to do stuff, but making them feel special by letting them help you. I know Teal Swan, she's got a good video that is called What Every Woman Should Know. You can check that out. And you will find other psychology videos about how a man just, they kind of like need to be needed. And it's just like little things, like if, I don't know, you know, the cliche, you're cold and he's giving you his jacket and then just telling him, thank you, you're special to me. And, you know, they kind of really like that. And I know that I'm somebody who is struggling with that because I'm very independent. I had to be always. I had to take care of myself ever since I was like a tiny kid. I was left alone for hours since I was like maybe like 3-4 years old. So I learned to take care of myself. And I'm not somebody who can easily ask for help. But men actually need that to be happy in a relationship. So even if you are a strong woman, it's okay to sometimes ask for help. Even if you know I could do it myself. You can still know, yeah, I can do it myself, but it's still nice to get help sometimes, right? So that is something that could improve your connection. So that is what I got for you, pile number 3. If it resonated, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below. If you want to send a tip, there is a PayPal link below where you can do that. And I wish you all of the best. I hope it helped you. And again, stay strong. Bye-bye.